Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. This is part 2 of this. I made this video a couple of days ago, and this was kind of my goal when I was making that. I've got a red square that is interlocked continuously every time in this pattern. Might have looked a little better if I would have used thicker line. And this is what you need to start with right here. So we're just going to draw that. I'm going to draw a rectangle or square. I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to make it 1 inch this time. And this is one thing you can just type in any amount. I'm going to left click and I'm going to convert the outline to an object. I'm going to left click no fill, right click outline. This is easier than circles because we've got something to go by. I'm going to hit that and I control D and made a duplicate and I'm going to go right to there. And no, I'm not. What was I thinking? I'm going to go about right in there. Now, I think will be easier about this, since we're working in the center of the page, you know what will be. I'm going to control D and make a duplicate. I'm going to alternate C to have it rotate from the center of the page. Okay, back up here. I did not put this in the center of the page. So that's pretty important. I'm going to delete that one. So I'm going to delete that one, make sure I've only got one copy. Now it's in the center of the page. I'm going to control D and I'm going to move that outline to about there. I'm holding down the control button. Now I could do that all the way around, but you don't know what the space is. So I'm going to control D, alternate C. That's one thing I don't like about the control D. Alternate C, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. See this way, and then all these things are equal. This one's going to look a little bit better. Now I'm going to get this out of the way. And I'm going to take the interactive fill tool and I'm going to go over this bridge, but I'm going to go underneath this bridge. So if I went underneath this bridge, I need to go over this bridge. What I mean, if it was like a highway, you can kind of see. So since that one's under, I need to go over. That one's over, so I need to go under. This one is under, so I need to go over. And then the last one is like that. So you have that. Now, what I want to do is I'll go ahead and group this together. Make sure you have it all. Whoop. Control G. I'm going to go ahead and make it smaller. We're going to make it smaller in just a second. Again. Well, you know what I can do now is I can take my rectangle and I'm going to hit P. And I want it right on that edge. I don't know the best way to do it. That's how I moved these over. I made those go to my edge. And you know what? That might be easier. Let's do that. Let's ungroup this. Let's get rid of these outer ones we drew. Well, let's just start over. Be so easy. Rectangle, 45. A couple people have commented through the years that most people that make a mistake would start over. And everybody makes, well, it's too thick now. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm human. I could have dealt with that, but I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. So I left click, right click. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my box, put P, put it in the center of the page. I'm going to make my box bigger. I want to make my rectangle bigger, holding down the shift key. And then I can take this thing and hit the plus key and go and hold down the control button and go right to that. So my box is too big. So let's take this, hold down the shift key and bring it in. I'm just going to get rid of that. Sometimes it's easier to just start over. hit the Control D, get your plus sign and go over to that line. See, that way we have plenty. And that's how I did it before. I still think Control D, alternate C. That's why a lot of times I use the plus key and then alternate C and rotate it 90 degrees. See, this way we're perfect. Now I'm not even gonna have to move that out of the way, but I want to take my virtual segment delete key. I'm gonna go where that's over, and I'm gonna use the Alt key. The Alt key will help you draw a straight line. So we went under, so this one wants to go over. That one's over, so we want to go under. That one's under, so we want to go over. That one's under, so we want to go over the next one. Then you just kind of look back. So since that one's like that, we got to go here. Now, here's the key. We're right on those corners perfectly. And we can make it any color. I'm going to make the interior red, but then I'm going to make the exterior blue. But I only have to go to those lines. And that's kind of the key when we're going to make the copies here in just a second. And now I'm going to move this out of the way for a second. And I'm going to grab it. I got to group it together. And then I can move this back. And then when I select it all and go to the intersect tool, I have that copy and I have my, well, I should have a blue copy. You know what I can do? Let's just do that and take away the lines. Now we have this. Let's get rid of all this. Now let's make this thing, that's not going to work. Why did it not, let's back up here. I'm full of mistakes tonight. I'm backing up. I don't think I grouped the color together. Yeah, I did. So that should have worked. That should have intersected. Well, okay, the other thing we could do is just cut these lines away. All we need is those 4 points. Now we can make it our 4 inches. And our nudge factor is still set on 4. And look at that, just Control D. And you could keep going as far as you wanted to go. And you're going to have, it saves you so much time not to have to do that interlocking over and over and over. Do it one time and you got as many as you want. Now, I don't know what you would ever do with that, but it might lead you down another path to do something else. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.